They came to Israel while the war was still raging. Rockets were falling, hostages were still in Gaza, and much of the world was turning away. But a group of international e-commerce entrepreneurs chose to come, not out of comfort, but conviction.
It's going to be either you work with Israel, or you fail uh, because of the technology.
I found myself after October 7th and seeing everything that happened, wanting to contribute in some fashion. I was looking for a way to do something perhaps a little different, to blend a little bit of my personal and professional, passions. I basically thought up this idea. I'm in e-commerce. I've been in e-commerce for 12, 13 years at this point. And I know that there's a big community of folks there that do different things. I think historically, on the software side, and people, friends of mine, people that I've worked with, that I'm customers of, or that I have relationships with otherwise. And I sort of concocted in my head this idea, to do a mission specifically for people that are in the e-commerce community, to bring them there, for a bunch of different reasons.
Quint helped organize the visit together with Israel Tech Mission, with one goal in mind: bringing together executives who had never visited Israel before and guiding them through a country still reeling from war.
The group of people that came was a mix of people that had been to Israel before, some people that had not, a couple of people that are not even Jewish. Right? It was a very diverse group. We had everything from a Satmar Chassid to, like I said, to somebody who wasn't Jewish. And I just wanted people that wanted to meet other people on the ground and learn the stories and understand, through their own two eyes, as opposed to from behind a screen, which is, I think, the way that the majority of the world learns about the things that are going on.
A really big thing I learned is on our first full day in the trip, we visited the Shimon Peres Center for Peace and Innovation, and we got to see a lot of really incredible startups and a lot of things that Israelis are working on. And a lot of Israeli innovation, we've realized, is born out of this place of necessity where you're placed under pressure and it just causes people to shine and it brings out the best in them. And so there's this really strong culture of resilience that we've seen woven throughout all of the companies we've spoken to, all of the founders we've met with, everyone we've seen, everything we've seen. And it's really incredible, very inspiring to see.
Months later, those connections have turned into tangible results. Some participants have built partnerships, others have returned, and one of them says it's changing the way global commerce looks at Israel.
Practically, from a trip perspective, I was able to, I advise about 400 different e-commerce brands. So a lot of my job is consulting. Every single day I'm consulting with a brand. So learning about all of the new technology coming out of Israel was incredibly helpful. And to be able to go and spread that to all of my students is going to be a big impact for them, and how we can all collaborate. On like a more individual level, there's a company that is kind of like a marketplace for procuring products, and that aligns really well with my audience and my social media. So we're working on building a content partnership together, and working very closely across my agency and our content business and them to promote their marketplace. The R&D departments of a lot of the biggest companies in the world are all out of Israel. Israel is going to keep on leading this AI revolution from a technology standpoint. So it's not going to be like a choice, I don't think. So yeah, you can try to go and boycott Israel, and but if you're going to fall behind, it's going to be up to that company. It's going to be up to the entrepreneur to say, do I want to fall behind, or do I want to partner with Israel? And then I think once they do partner with Israel and realize that, we don't have horns coming out of our head, maybe then things are going to be okay.
This mission was never meant to end when the plane left Tel Aviv. It became a living network that still meets, collaborates, and keeps Israel on the global business map.
From Tel Aviv, Gabriel Colodro reporting for the Media Line.